Another criminal captured at Granny's Donuts. The owner keeps giving me donuts as a thank you. That's a win in my book.
Offer to take her out for a celebratory dinner. Soon they'll probably have to start calling you Blonde Blubber. How come you're the only one who responds to emergencies at Granny's Donuts?
Being a dispatcher's awful. We only get a half-hour lunch break.
You could always ask Invisigal to pick up a dozen donuts from Granny's Donuts during a dispatch run. It's only 8 in the morning and you're already thinking about lunch. Offer to bring her snacks to tide her over next time. But something that could tide anyone over is checking out Professor Dr. C's content. Regatta.
Guys, I just found out I have an avatar gimmick. Oomph. Ta-da! What was that? What am I looking at here? You don't look different to me. You're right. It didn't work this time. The stuffing was supposed to make me bigger. Disappointing as usual, doll. And you almost got my hopes up. I'm sure you can figure out how to make this work. I need to find out why it stopped working. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Pomni appears to be a little bit shocked by that. Sketched this thing back in January, I think, and promptly forgot about it. Just realised that with the finale coming out today, this was the last moment to finish it. This is probably canon or something. That does sound feasible. Ham ham pang pang.
You repeatedly mentioned eating at a restaurant chain called Ham Ham Pang Pang.
Yeah, Ham Ham Pang Pang is the best in the city. Are you considering eating there if you succeed in gaining a human body?
That's part of it, although I have a more specific desire than simply eating.
What a coincidence. I was also thinking of something specific we could do.
I seriously doubt we have the same idea.
Is giving them a dumpling or something with chopsticks? That doesn't sound too far-fetched. Have you ever played Library of Ruina? Play Library of Ruina. I could have sworn I've drawn Lolang before, but now I'm not sure. Maybe I never finished it. I definitely drew Angela in the past, but with a Lobcorp attire. Nerdy Jinx.
Do you really think my gadgets are cool? Snort. I have so many more to show you. I just need a moment to snort, freshen up.
That is quite a cool pair of overalls. What Echo would have found if he went a couple universes further. Rarity's mobility.
No, darling, I don't actually need the chair, but I expect I will be too heavy to walk soon, so I'm preparing for it. Besides, being able to walk, but choosing to use the chair instead, is so delightfully decadent.
Those are some quite massive wheels on the chair. How fast is she expecting to go on this? This was going to be Rarity or Rouge, because I'm somewhat stuck on a few characters and I need new references. Danganronpa, Cosbox.
See, if I cosplay as a real person, I break out in Cosbox. And you couldn't explain that without stretching out all my clothes.
They really drove the point home with the clothes. They're stretched and smell like fat nerd pheromones. Camellia of the Inner Empire.
And what is so surprising about my body, Signor? Surely you don't think everybody still uses the same bulky biomechanical augments your generation seems to like?
So I want to make more OC stuff and develop that cannibal world setting I mentioned a few days ago. The Inner Empire is a criminal organization and one of the major players in this world. They value individual strength and pursue it with methods ranging from bionics to alchemy to esoteric magic. For them, the end justifies the means. Unrealistic beauty standards.
Don't you realize you're promoting unrealistic standards of beauty? Am I doing that? Of course you are. Standing there silently judging me. Clearly you think every girl needs to be skinny like you. I don't think that. Don't you know it's simply impossible to attain bodies like that? It's all AI and Instagram filters. Those fake effects do real damage. This isn't a filter. We're talking in person. Well, then how can you possibly explain how you look so attractive?
Maybe there's an image being projected on her glasses or something. Originally I wanted to make this with Wojaks, or at least Wojak styled, but I felt too derivative. Ultimate programming.
Chihiro, you're okay. You disappeared. We thought you'd been murdered. No, I've been coding. For 24 hours straight. Yes, sleep is temporary. Code is forever.
As long as it's backed up. You have to understand, I've spent the last 8 hours designing an automation for a task that could have been done manually in 2 hours. Well, as long as it's going to be repeated a few times. Messy Kitty Belladonna.
Blake, you're not getting more food, are you? No?
Surely she's just getting a spoon to stir that drink up. So, I lost track. Is Ruby over, or are we getting an underwhelming new season sometime in the future? Well, I'm not sure, I don't follow Ruby. But something there'll probably be a new season of that won't be underwhelming is Professor Dr. C's artworks. So make sure to check them out so you can see that as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.